Hi everybody, welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Rose.
I'm Anthony.
And today we're continuing our dialogue about business English and networking.
OK， 我们今天要继续跟大家分享的东西呢，就是有关于在职场上商用的英语里头这种 networking 人脉，要去缔结人脉这样的一些相关的一些技巧跟对话。
So in this next part, we are going to see a scene in which Bethany, who was asking for a lot of advice last time.
That's right.
Now she's at the party, and we're going to see if she has taken Alice's advice or not.
OK， 所以今天老师就讲到说之前的话 Bethany 相信各位还记得昨天的这个对话跟场景，对吧？好，在这里头的话呢，他有从 Alice 那边得到许许多多的建议。那今天的这个场景对话呢，就是在这个 After Party 里头了。我们要去看看说他到底有没有把这些建议通通的记起来。好，我们可以从对话有实际的感受到。
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair.
So in this scene, we're going to watch Bethany making a new friend. We have Bethany and we have a man called Robert. Let's see how they do. So we have Robert, who starts a conversation. They're standing at a bar, getting some drinks. Robert walks up and says, "You got a scotch on the rocks as well? Great minds think alike."
哈哈，所以在这里的话，我们今天看到另外一个新的朋友新登场的人物呢，叫 Robert。今天的话，这个场景就是在 After Party 里头呢，Bethany 跟着 Robert 刚好都在吧台，可能点了一些酒啊，然后这个 Robert 就看到他说，他说 You got a scotch on the rock as well？ 你也是喝苏格兰威士忌加冰块啊？Great minds think alike， 感觉上厉害的人想法都是差不多的这个地方 Great minds think alike 常常被翻译成英雄所见略同。如果说今天两个都是女生的话呢，常常因此所见略同。但是在这边的话是一个男的一个女生，所以我会比较习惯把它翻译成说厉害的人想法都差不多都是有眼光的人。
So we have an interesting slang term here, on the rocks. On the rocks is a phrase that we use with alcoholic drinks if we want to have ice with the drink. Because for many drinks, you don't add ice. It will ruin the flavor. But if people want something with ice, then we say on the rocks. And this phrase, great minds think alike, this is an easy way to make a new friend. If you find something that you have in common, find something that is the same, then you have a place to start from.
That's right. Establish some common ground, right? 就是很多时候在这个跟好朋友缔结新的关系的时候，往往就说，你也用这个颜色，你也戴同样手表，你会注意到你跟他品味相近的一些地方。好，所以在这里的话，你会常常可以使用到这个词 ，Great minds think alike， 就是英雄所见略同，用这种方式来慢慢缔结关系。那刚刚我们就提到这个 establish common ground。意思就是指你跟他希望能够找到一些共同点，这样的话，这个对话就可以持续下去。OK， 那这个地方老师刚刚提到这个 on the rocks， 往往都是搭配在有酒精的饮料。酒精饮料，如果说今天你大部分情况下你可能直接喝，才不会失去风味。可是有些酒呢，它就要搭配冰块，让它的那个酒的那种香气慢慢散播开来。这时候就可以使用 on the rocks。好，用这种记得要加 s 来表达这个有放冰块这个概念，而不是真的在岩石上面。OK， 好，千万记得这一件事。
Not actual rocks. It means ice.
没错。
Bethany says, "It is a classic combination. I'm Bethany Walsh, by the way." So this is a great example of small talk. By saying it's a classic combination, Bethany is saying, "Oh, we both made a good choice. Look at us, so good."
很酷。
And then she takes the opportunity to introduce herself with her name.
这是一个非常非常聪明的去介绍自己的方式。好，比方说老师刚刚提到说，开始说 it's a classic combination， 这个选择很棒，这是很经典的选择啊，对不对？这个时候一方面呢，也是赞美了自己的品味跟眼光，也同时赞美了 Robert 的品味跟眼光，然后趁这个机会呢，就顺便告诉他说， I'm Bethany Welch。By the way， 顺便跟你说一下，我的名字叫做什么什么什么。好，这是一个非常好的，先回应对方 ，Great minds think alike。他说，真的是很棒的搭配啊，我们真的好聪明啊。好，对了，我的名字叫，这样听起来就非常非常的酷。
And Robert also introduces himself. He says, Robert Nelson, it's a pleasure to meet you. You work with Alice at Freedom Financial, right? So he's showing that he remembers Bethany from somewhere. He knows her somehow. The network is there.
没有错。所以在这里的话 ，Robert 也很厉害哦，对不对？他说 Robert Nelson 啊，我名叫 Robert Nelson. It's pleasure to meet you. 很高兴认识你。You work with Alice at Freedom Financial, right? 好，所以在这里的话，老师刚刚也提到说，在这里 Robert 也感觉得出来是他有注意 Bethany 跟 Alice 他们这个就稍微有一点印象，说你们是这个 Freedom Financial 的员工，然后呢，我认识你们，我有印象，要表达说我们好像有一些 network， 有一些这样彼此有一些印象，彼此认识。
Bethany says, that's right. And you're with Megacorp? I think you stopped by our booth Thursday afternoon. There is an interesting phrasal verb in this sentence. A phrasal verb is when we have a verb that's made of more than one word. So to stop is a simple verb, to stop. And that's not a very friendly thing. It's not a very friendly verb, to stop, to not do a thing anymore. But to stop by or to stop in, when we add these prepositions, then it changes the meaning. To stop by means to visit.
没有错。所以老师刚刚提到这个 phrasal verb 就是动词片语的意思。好，很多时候我们把两个字，比方说 stop 跟加上一个介系词 by， 变成 stop by 就变成一个动词片语。那如果说今天当讲 stop 就是停，不要动。但如果是 stop by 的话，其实是 visit， 好，你是顺道过来拜访一下这种感觉。所以在这句话里，他说，that's right， 没错，我们就是这个 Freedom Financial 的这个员工嘛。And you're with Megacorp， 你是在 Megacorp 工作对吧？然后就是说了 ，I think you stopped by our booth。我记得你在这个星期四的下午的时候有经过我们摊位来逛一逛，我有这个印象。可见呢，这个 Bethany 也是印象非常非常深刻，就是很记性非常好的一个人。
So Robert says, I can't believe you remember that. I'm impressed. The way this conversation is going so far, it's just each of them saying, oh, you're so great. Oh, no, you're so great. Oh, we're so great. Oh, look at this. So everyone's feeling very comfortable.
没错，真的是让谈话气氛非常好啊，就说这个英雄所见略同啊，这是很好的选择啊，你真棒，我真棒，他真棒，我们都好棒，大家都很开心的这样子继续的这样子一个对话，好，非常酷。然后这个 Robert 讲说我天哪，你居然还记得我这个星期四下午去过你们这个摊位，哇，佩服，I'm impressed。I'm impressed. Impressed 这个字本身就是让人留下印象深刻的。那我被你留下了印象的深刻，那代表说你很棒，你很赞。I'm impressed. 常常中文翻译成佩服，真厉害，记性这么好。
And Bethany says, I'm just really good with faces. So to be good with something, this is another interesting phrasal verb. To be good with. A noun of some kind means to have a natural talent or ability with that thing. So a person might be good with machines, might be good with faces, might be good with names, or some of us are not good with any of them.
没错，所以在这里的话 ，be good with something 就是对这方面蛮在行的。老师刚刚提到另外一个词 ，have a talent for something， 所以在这里的话。talent 这个字就是才能、才华 ，have a talent for something， 意思就是指说在这方面还蛮在行，还蛮有才华的。比方说，就我所知 ，Rose 老师呢 ，she has a talent for singing， 好，她就本身有歌唱的这种才华。那在这里的话，你也可以说，在这边如果说 be good with something。Good with machine or with names or faces， 就是你很会认脸，很会记名字。那我自己本身的话，认脸可以，但是呢，记名字的时候，很多时候就会想不起来。I'm very good with faces, but not with names.
A common problem. Bethany continues making small talk. She asks, Did you have a good time at the expo this week? And Robert says, Yeah, I saw a lot of great new companies.
所以到后来的话 ，Bethany 就继续讲啦。她说：“我很会认脸啦。”然后接下来就说 ：“Did you have a good time at the expo this week？” 啊，这周以来的话，你有没有在这个 Expo 博览会里头啊玩得很开心啦？觉得还快乐吗？然后这时候 Robert 讲说 ，Yeah， 很快乐哦。I saw a lot of great new companies， 我看到许许多多很新的公司。好，所以在这里的话，他们彼此就开始聊到这个 Expo 好本身的这个过程，然后聊到彼此的这些彼此的公司啦、彼此的工作啊等等。
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair.
Bethany says, "This is my first year at the event, so it was a lot of fun." I wonder if she went back for a second year, would it still be fun?
我真的很好奇，老师问他说，我就很好奇说，他现在这是第一年做嘛，到了第2年要再去办 Expo 博览会的时候，还会那么好玩吗？他第1年的话是一个新鲜的概念，很新奇，一切事物都是很新奇的。到了第2年以后，不晓得还会不会那么有趣。刚刚 Rose 老师做了一个这样的提问，好，所以这句话他说，哦，这是我第1次参加这个博览会的展览，哦，所以呢非常非常好玩。
Robert says, "Wow, I thought you were an old hand at this." An old hand. To be an old hand is another interesting saying in English. It doesn't really sound like a compliment. An old hand. But what this means, to be an old hand at something, means to be very experienced. To have a lot of experience in something and really know what you're doing. So to be an old hand is kind of a compliment.
没有错。所以像中文里头，他们讲说，我以为你是这种个中老手。好，所以这样听到这个 old hand， 居然在中文跟英文都有用老手这种方式来表达，是一个非常有经验的，好，而不是那种菜鸟一般什么都不懂的那种人。所以对一个人来说，哦 ，I thought you were an old hand at this， 意思就是说你感觉上你的这个做事的风格，感觉上是很有经验的，这是一个 compliment。老师刚刚提到这个字 compliment， 意思就是一种恭维跟称赞。我们请老师帮我们拼一下 compliment 这个字好吗
Compliment. C-O-M-P-L-I-M-E-N-T. So a compliment, this can be a noun or it can be a verb. A compliment or to compliment somebody.
没有错。所以在这个地方使用 compliment 这个字，你常常会听到说 pay someone a compliment，好，这个时候是当名词使用。You can compliment someone on something, on what they wear, for example。所以说，今天如果是你看到这个同学或朋友说，哦，你这个衣服这样穿起来好漂亮 ，it looks so good on you。这时候你就可以说 compliment him or her on what they wear。好，这种用法的话还蛮常使用的。Compliment someone on 后面接对于什么样的部分呢？你来给他们赞美或是恭维。
欢迎来到今天的 Tips in Use。我们今天要来聊到的是呢，您真是个老手啊！这个主题什么意思呢？其实看到这个 old hand， 直译的话我们叫老手，其实刚好跟中文一样哦。那这个如果你直接这样联想呢，其实也就真的猜对了。在本文片语当中呢，出现了一个 be an old hand， 然后后面呢一般会接 at 这个名词或者 at 动词 ing。那这个就是指呢，你在某个方面来讲是老手，你的经验是老道的啊。那我们来看看下面的例句，让大家更熟悉一点。比如说呢，第一个例句讲到啊，或许我们应该听取 Bill 的建议，毕竟呢他是这个领域的老手。这时候英文我们就可以说呢 ，Maybe we should just take Bill's advice. After all, he is an old hand in this field. 所以这里呢 ，he is an old hand 就很明白的讲出了他是个老手。All right， 再来看到第二个例句讲到说我弟弟呢是修电脑的老手，所以我需要帮忙时呢，总会向他求助。这时候你的英文就可以说呢 ，My brother is an old hand at fixing computers, so I always turn to him whenever I need help. 所以这里呢也是表达出了 is an old hand at fixing computers。就讲完了。所以呢，这种 old hand 字面上的直译跟它真正的意思一样的话，这种是最好背的，千万是不能够错过的。
So Bethany and Robert are having a very successful conversation, full of compliments and small talk and good feelings.
That's right.
Bethany says, "Thanks, Mr. Nelson," because he gave her a compliment.
没错。
So saying thank you is a nice way to accept a compliment.
没错，所以在这里的话呢，这个 Bethany 讲说啊，谢谢你哎，Mr. Nelson。
And Robert says, "Please call me Rob." This is very friendly when you invite somebody to call you by your first name instead of your family name.
没有错。所以在这里的话，如果你今天听到外国人跟你讲说，哎，拜托不要叫我什么什么先生，好，你叫我名字就好了。So if you call someone by their first name， 这个意思就是说，关系好像有人拉近了，哎，叫我 Rob 或 Robert 就好了。好，这个时候你就要称呼对方的名字，而不用称呼人家对方的这个家庭的姓氏。好，这是一个很重要的关系拉近的一个非常好的 indicator， 很好的一个指标。
So Rob goes on to ask a question. How long have you been with Freedom Financial? When we talk about being with a company, it means working for them or with them.
没有错，所以这个地方他就问他说了 ，How long have you been with Freedom Financial？ 就是问他说，哎，你在 Freedom Financial 工作多久了？很多时候你可以用 with，that means working for them, for this company.
And Bethany says, "I've only been with them for about 9 months. However, I used to work for a much smaller company for 5 years, so I'm no stranger to the industry." So Bethany is she's trying to say, I haven't been with this company for a long time. She uses the word only. I've only been with them for this long. But then she goes on to talk about how she does have experience with another company. She says she's no stranger to the industry. And this is another interesting phrasal verb in English, to be no stranger. So before we saw to be an old hand. To be no stranger is very similar. If you are no stranger to something, it means you already have a lot of experience in that.
没有错，所以提到说已经是老手了。好，我们这个刚刚不是要 an old hand， 对不对？好，所以在这里使用的时候，你可以用这种方式来表达有经验，或是在这里他提到 I'm no stranger to something， that means you are very familiar with something or something is familiar to you。 好，很多时候你在讲到说我对于某件事情其实并不生疏，甚至还蛮有经验的，都可以使用这些使用的方式。所以在这里面他整句话就说了我呢在这家公司 Freedom Financial 大概才待了9个月。好，不过呢他马上要顺便去说明说不是，可是我不是菜鸟哦。I used to work for a much smaller company. 我之前在一家更小的一个公司里头，曾经工作了5年，所以对这个行业、对这个领域来讲，其实并不陌生。讲白了，就是我是有经验的人。
Robert says, "Welcome to the big leagues." This is an interesting bit of slang, casual language, that comes from baseball. In baseball, a league is like a group of teams that play against each other. Groups of teams that are in competition with each other. So when we are children, people play in the little leagues. The little leagues are the games that are for young people. And then if you grow up and you start playing professional baseball, then we talk about being in the big leagues. So we have little leagues and big leagues. Robert is saying, "Welcome to the big leagues. Oh, you're very important now. Well done."
没有错，这种感觉就很像是在台湾的话也有什么少棒、青少棒、青棒，然后成棒。好，我们就是这个联盟啊，好，所以不管是在美国的小联盟、大联盟，或是在台湾的这种领域，我们在打棒球的时候都有分不同的这个阶级。如果说今天你从小联盟被拉到大联盟，代表你已经变得更厉害了、更强了，可以面对更强的挑战了。这个时候呢，你就可以说Welcome to the big leagues。好，所以你常常听到 MLB Major League of Baseball， 意思就是指这种大联盟。这个词的话 ，to the big leagues 就是来自于棒球的术语。
So Robert goes on to say, "If you don't mind, I'd like to exchange business cards with you." This is a very, very polite way to ask. He's saying, "If you don't mind." This is a tricky phrase in English. In this sentence, to mind would mean to be upset by something or to be bothered by something. So if I then say, "I don't mind," that means it's okay.
没有错。所以在这里的话 mind 这个字很多时候呢就是介意。If you say be bothered by or be upset by something， 就是对被后面这个事情觉得，哎，怎么这样这么烦，这么讨厌？所以在这里提到，很多时候你会常常听到外国人讲说 ，Do you mind if I？ 好，就是介不介意？那通常你如果不介意的话，你不要说，不能说 yes， 要说 No，I don't。No，go ahead。好，类似用这种说法，要特别注意一下 ，Do you mind 这种用词的时候，你要去想。人家问你介不介意，你当然是说不介意。当然，如果真的介意的话 ，Yes I do。好，介不介意我在这边抽烟呢 ？Yes I do， 我很介意。OK， 好，在这使用的时候 ，If you don't mind， 这是一个非常非常好的询问的方式，非常非常礼貌。好，去确认一下说，如果你不介意的话，我是不是可以跟你交换个名片呢？好，所以他的话，这个 Robert 非常非常有礼貌。
So I hope Bethany is going to remember to give it away with both hands.
Yeah, I think so.
The business card.
That's right.
She says, "Sure, here you are, Rob." And she uses his first name to show, oh, we're friends now. We've exchanged business cards. We're networking.
Yeah.
Very good.
没有错哈，他在这个地方也说好啊，太好了。Here you are, Rob. 用这个 Rob 来表达就是怎么样呢？就是说，哎，我现在真的用这个你的名字来称呼你了，我们真的变成好朋友了，我们关系更进一步了。还从这个小地方可以看出来，这两个人之间的这种心理距离的变化，这很重要。
So Bethany hands over her business card, and Robert proposes a toast. This is something that's very common in social situations when people are drinking. A toast is when you raise your glass, you hit it against the other person's, cling, and you say what you're celebrating. Robert says, to new business partnerships. So they're making a toast to this act of networking that they've completed.
没有错，所以 toast 这个字，它这个字就跟那个烤吐司那个 toast 是一样的。OK， so when you make a toast or propose a toast， 就是举杯要跟向人家致敬，好说我们来敬我们的这个未来成功，好敬你的健康 to your health， 好通常是 propose a toast， 好很多时候用 propose 跟 make 来跟 toast 搭配，所以这个地方讲说 raising his glass to Bethany's， 好就是举杯向这个 Bethany 讲说，哎。我们庆祝我们两个未来合作呢能够很成功，我们彼此呢有做到 networking， 好，彼此互相缔结人脉这件事情，太棒了 ，Cheers， 好，这个是他们在举杯庆贺的时候，还会讲干杯，好那种感觉。
In every country, there's a different way to say cheers. This is a good word to learn when you're traveling. But in English, we usually use the word cheers when you hit the glasses together and make a toast. And then Bethany also says cheers.
没错，所以 Bethany 讲说，哎，干杯，好，就是彼此的话可以去互相的举杯庆贺，好，很多地方老师刚刚提到说，在不同的地方呢，会有不同的这种庆贺的方式。那你在世界各地的话，要特别去学会他们举杯庆祝的这种说法，很快的你就可以跟当地人成为好朋友。
That's all for today. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
拜拜。
Dialogue. Networking. Dialogue B. Bethany is getting a drink at the bar when Robert walks up next to her.
You got a scotch on the rocks as well? Great minds think alike.
It's a classic combination. I'm Bethany Walsh, by the way.
Robert Nelson, it's a pleasure to meet you. You work with Alice at Freedom Financial, right?
That's right. And you're with Megacorp. I think you stopped by our booth Thursday afternoon.
I can't believe you remember that. I'm impressed.
I'm just really good with faces. Did you have a good time at the expo this week?
Yeah, I saw a lot of great new companies.
This is my first year at the event, so it was a lot of fun.
Wow, I thought you were an old hand at this.
Thanks, Mr. Nelson.
Please, call me Rob. How long have you been with Freedom Financial?
I've only been with them for about 9 months. However, I worked for a much smaller company for 5 years, so I'm no stranger to the industry.
Welcome to the big leagues. If you don't mind, I'd like to exchange business cards with you.
Sure. Here you are, Rob.
To new business partnerships. Cheers.
Cheers.